Alright, broad culture listeners. It's time I finally revealed just how much of a frickin' weeboo I am. And if you don't know by now, I have officially started doing a series of videos that details music history of bands and groups. And I usually just start with bands and groups that I love. And I've mentioned this several times, but I'm a bit of a weeb when it comes to the K-pop girl group known as Twice. And I tried to order these pictures by age, but that didn't work out so well, so I had to go by the size of the pictures. So I tried to line them up the best I can, but still I got a picture of every member in there. So, without further ado, I am Dash Ireland, and this is the history of Twice. So, before Twice formed, there was an Mnet competitive reality show that had 16 competitors, and it was filled, and those competitors were all trainees under JYP Entertainment to determine who would become the 8 members of the new group Twice. Now, originally it was 8 members, but I'll get into why they got into 9 because I've done enough research on Twice and I kind of watched 16 because, like I said, I am a weeboo. Anyways, in this reality show 16 had 10 episodes, featured the head of JYP Park Jin Young, and the trainees that starred in were Im Neon, Yoo Jin Young, Park Ji-ho, Minatozaki Sana, Hirai Momo, Miyui Mina, Song Min Young, Kim Dayoon, Park Ji-won, Sun Cheong, Chao Zui, Lee Cheon, Kim Eun-seo, Jen So-mi, Lee Chae-young, and Natty, who was actually their, I think, Vietnamese trainee who was the youngest, and she was a Anatchea Supithapong. I don't know how to pronounce it properly, so if I did, don't crucify me. I am just an ignorant American who is just trying to do a history on a group that he just so likes. Anyways, it was a rigorous contest, but ultimately, the trainees that came out on top and won based on voting and JYP's own judgment were the 9 lovely young ladies that are pictured in front of your screen. Nayeon, Jungyeon, Momo, Gio, Mina, Sana, Dayoon, Chaeyoung, and Zui. I don't know how to pronounce Zui. Never knew how to. And anyways, the reason why Zui was added as the bonus 9th member was because she was actually very popular in the polls. Because she had massive support from her native country of Taiwan. And so they decided, yeah, we're going to add another member because it also factors in what the fans want. And so these winners were officially formed Twice on July 7th, 2015. And then on October 20th, 2015, they released their debut single, like Ooh Ah, with their debut EP, The Story Begins. Now, they're called mini albums in South Korea, but here in America we call them extended plays. Anyways, and they hit it off quite well with fans, starting off with a bit of an edgy concept. But that didn't reach them much of the popularity they have now. It all started on April 25th, 2016, when they released their first comeback, Cheer Up, with the sophomore EP Page 2. And whenever that song released, it made their popularity skyrocket as mainly there was a memeable moment of Sana doing the Shy 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 line in the song. And with that, they won their first award on some of the Korean shows performing, and this helped lead them to being South Korea's biggest K-pop group. Unfortunately, sometime after the release of Cheer Up, Jungyeon had an unfortunate injury where she injured her ankle or leg, can't remember which was which, from horseback riding, and it delayed their third comeback. But in time she healed, and on October 24th, 2016, they released TT. That was part of their EP Twice Coaster Lane 1. And TT is still by far their most popular single today. It has, I think, over 400 million views now. It's their most popular single. Now, on February 20th, 2017, they reissued Twice Coaster with the EP called Twice Coaster Lane 2 with the new single Knock Knock. And then after that, it was just standard releasing comebacks. This is sort of like the same formula I used for the History of Shinedown video because I'm going off of singles and whatnot. I'm not getting into much. And the reason why I'm not getting much into the Japanese stuff is because I won't really mark down Japanese stuff unless it's like super important, like studio albums and whatnot. If it's compilation album, I'm not going to include it. I'm mainly focusing on the Korean stuff. Then on May 15th, 2017, they released their single and eponymous EP, Signal. And soon afterward, on October 30th, 2017, they released their first South Korean full studio album, Twicegram, with a comeback single, Likey. Now, fun fact, this was what got me hooked on them, that single, Likey. And why? Because it just had to be my best friend's cousin that introduced me to them. And ever since then, I have been corrupted by Korean music. Then on December 11th, 2017, they decided to release their first holiday-themed EP, Merry and Happy, with the single Heart Shaker. Then, suddenly, they got so much bigger and started making records whenever they released the EP and single known as What Is Love. Following suit, July 9th, 2018, they reissued What Is Love into an EP called Summer Nights with a new comeback titled Dance the Night Away. It's not one of their most popular ones, but it still had the hearts of it still won the hearts of their fans, known as Once. I didn't like it much, but then again, why does my opinion matter? Then, on September 12, 2018, they released their first full Japanese studio album, an eponymous Japanese comeback single, BDZ. They've had Japanese singles before, like Wake Me Up and whatnot. But like I said, I'm just including like full albums and whatnot, not compilations. Then, in October 2018, celebrating 3 years since they debuted, the dating ban that JYP put on them got lifted. Subsequently, in November 5th, 2018, their single and EP known as Yes or Yes got released. Following that, in December of 2018, Yes or Yes was reissued into the Year of Yes EP with holiday-themed single The Best Thing I Ever Did. After some time in between that and their next comeback, the golden phone scandal involving Jung Jun-young and Seungri occurred. And now, Korea has had an epidemic of illegal filming of changing booths in Korean stores and whatnot, and Jung Jun-young had this thing called the Golden Phone, which had footage of so many Korean celebrities. And there were some rumors floating around, some malicious rumors about Geo, saying that she was involved somehow or that she was recorded. Obviously, she did learn about that because it was seen in an airport that she was crying. And JYP had to respond to that they were going to sue anyone who was making the malicious comments. I can't fucking speak. And despite everything that happens, there's always going to be malicious comments because people are assholes. Then, April 22nd, 2019, their EP Fancy You was released with the single Fancy, which showed a tonal shift in their stage presence and choreography, as well as what's the word for it? Their clothing. I can't find any other way to put it. And after that, they announced for the summer of 2019 that they're doing their global Twice Lights tour with, I believe, the first time that they had come to America. Between the comeback of Fancy and that tour announcement, what had happened was the stepping down of the Emperor of Japan, ending the Heisei era of Japan. And being that Sana is one of the 3 Japanese members of Twice, she posted something about it because she posted her memory. I mean, obviously, that's going to be what you're doing if you're a Japanese native. Well, the Koreans didn't respond very well to that on the official Twicetagram account because something I learned from this was that there has been a very big Cold War between the citizens of Korea and Japan. Like, they don't like each other much because of how Japan is towards certain things and Korea doesn't support it. There's been some trade issues as well. And the Korean fans got after Sana, saying that she should have posted it to the Japanese account. However, the Japanese Twice account was more of just promoting stuff and posting official pictures, whereas the Twicetagram account is more official, despite more being towards the Korean stuff. And aside from that, like I said, people are assholes. And they decided to attack Sana, and possibly Moma and Mina as well, for their Japanese nationalities. Mainly Sana for posting what she posted. And honestly, like I said, ignorant American here, there's really no reason to do that. If someone wants to post something about the place they come from, just let them do it. Let them have their moment of appreciating their culture and whatnot. You don't have to like it, just respect a person's right to say something. At least that's how it is in America. Alright, then sometime in the summer, in the June of 2019, they released their first Japanese double EP and double single set with the releases of Happy Happy and Breakthrough, which they had tonal shifts in between because it was meant to represent day and night. They actually did pretty well because I believe Breakthrough is now their most popular Japanese single to ever be released. In July of 2019, it was announced that Mina was taking time off of the Twice Lights tour and went to attend the rest of it because of anxiety problems. And of course, I must reiterate, people are assholes. And they were making malicious rumors and comments towards Mina. And JYP had to put out another statement that they were going to take action. Of course, August 2019, it was officially announced that Mina was diagnosed with an anxiety disorder that has largely affected her throughout the many years. And now, it's unknown whether Mina will be back for the upcoming comeback for this late 2019 at the time of this recording. And with that, JYP had to respond to presumptions that Mina was not going to be in the comeback. All in all, just let Mina do what she's going to do. I have no problem with it. And this was the history of Twice, a K-pop girl group so powerful that it got an ignorant American who loves rock and metal to start listening to other genres of music. And to be honest, I never thought I would be a bit of a weeb. Despite my love of rock and metal, this is the one exception where I really became obsessed with something. Yep, Twice, the most popular K-pop group in South Korea. I am Dash Island, And this was another music history lesson. If you like to give it a like, don't share it because I'm still not comfortable with this. And as always, I have to say this, but subscribe to the channel for more content. Like I said, I can't fucking speak. Subscribe for more content. And you'll see more videos with me. You'll see videos with John, Spencer, and Hal. And we'll see you next time. This has been a very awkward and ignorant Dash Ireland. Signing off.